President William Ruto, his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and other UDA politicians yesterday at Kerugoya Stadium in Kirinyaga County sent a strong warning to Raila Odinga and his allies from conducting demonstration rally that was planned to be hosted at the Kamukunji grounds in Nairobi after his land from South Africa. The church pulpit yesterday in Kirinyaga County was turned into political rally after several leaders took the ground platform and reacted emotionally against Azimio coalition, who had directed their allies to wait for further direction from opposition leader Raila Odinga, who through his Jubilee Secretary Jeremiah Kioni claimed to win the August election against President Ruto. Stating that the opposition leaders are only after personal interest, he said that the country will no longer be held in hostage by a few people chasing for personal selfish interests. Ruto declared that his government will work together with the Kenyans and put to shame idlers who want to misuse Kenyans to safeguard their personal interests.
That we will not allow our country to be a hostage to threats and blackmail by a few people who are looking for their personal interest.
The National Budget and Appropriation Committee Chairman Nyoro also criticized the alleged whistleblower to the Azimio coalition, Jeffrey Smith, for neglecting the opportunity of World Cup, which he claimed he could use it to blow the whistle, suggesting that it's the time for Kenyans to work together and forget about the past and be committed to work.
Nataka niwaeleze hawa whistleblowers. Tulikuwa na World Cup. Na World Cup imeisha. Pengine hapo mngepata kazi ya whistleblowing. That Kenya, there is no more person to intimidate. You cannot intimidate our President William Samoei Ruto. Huyo ni jaba. You cannot coerce anyone.
President William Ruto assured Kenyans through the social cohesion to unite all Kenyans and work together with the government to consolidate economy and eliminate poverty.
We are going to consolidate our economy and every citizen is going to be treated equally, irrespective of how they voted, because they are taxpayers and we have one country called Kenya and we are a democratic nation. Those in the opposition are in the opposition because our democracy and our constitution provides for an opposition.
Saying that no one will be left behind in paying tax. However, the president also reacted against Azimio coalition of external food importation, claiming that Kenyan farmers are enough to provide food for the whole nation. He further challenged the tea and coffee farming cartels and brokers who have united with the coalition to carry on the demonstration for their interest in the sector.
Ati wao ndio wana finance hii mambo ya maandamano, ati kwa sababu tumesema tutafukuza makateli. Wapange maandamano kwa wanataka, lakini kwa kahawa na chai na kwa maziwa watatoka.
He instructed his deputy Rigathi Gachagua to deal with them sparingly, who expressed his confidence in Ruto. The deputy president Rigathi Gachagua also exposed the plans of Azimio coalition leader Raila Odinga to be a trickster of failing the country's plans, assuring them never to prevail. He then assured the president to deal with them personally and nullify the demonstration plan.
Tunataka kuambia huyo mzee ya maandamano, tafadhali, please, enda tafuta wenye walikuwa na kuunga mkono. Wachana na huyu rais wetu. The president is busy, he has work to do. Sasa hii maneno unalete, tunakujua. Unataka atikulete namna hii, ati utuzie uoga, ati tukuite. Ati vile tulienda hapa Nyanza juzi, ati unafikiria tunaweza kuita wewe. Wewe hapana uzia huyu rais wetu uoga.
On his attendance at Redeemed Gospel Church in Huruma, the former President Uhuru Kenyatta also reacted against the unfair competition of Kenyan politicians who never agree with the fact of the Election Commission, not the Supreme Court, preaching for them to be after the gain of common citizens, but not personal gain. The former president also called on for political leaders to discuss careful merits and demerits of the government programs before establishment, which clearly drew the angle on coffee and tea sectors cartels.
We can. And let us work out those differences. Let us work out how we differently plan our different agendas without affecting the daily lives of the people. Because all the people want is peace.
It's clearly from this scene that the government of President Ruto is urgently seeking for support from citizens, including leaders, as it fights against itself toughly. Why do I say so? The coffee and tea cartels are in the same working group of the government to fight itself. Emmanuel Wekesa, Tandao TV News Overview.